principal, mistress of ceremonies, Ms. Wilmott and her team, Sonia Kemp from Urban Renewal, and to all of you students. This is a very moving experience for me. You don't get to be 72 and not be moved by thinking about all the things which came before and how you actually got to where you are. And I was thinking, what year will all of you be 72? Do you know? You're about 14 or 15 now? 2087. 2087? So 2087. So you think you'll still be around in 2087? No? No? Well, let me tell you the story. I think you may have heard me say it before, but when I was born in 1953, and you know, for insurance purposes and when they're doing the census, they always try to figure out something called the life expectancy at birth. So when I was born in 1953, the life expectancy at birth of a male child in the Bahamas in 1953 was 50 years of age. So that meant that, on average, anyone born in 1953 would be dead by the time they were 50 years old. So that means that I've cheated the table by 22 years. And that's largely because of improved health care in the Bahamas, better governance and managing your life, and sticking with the moral principles of God and the church. And I always start that way because I want to commend that to you. There's no reason why, by the year 2087, you all of you could expect to live to be 90 years old. There's no reason why you can't make 90 years old. The health care is there. You manage your affairs properly. You stick with the moral principles, and I think you can all make it. And I'll tell you what was a problem. When I was growing up in the 1950s, I started out at a school called St. George's School. It was a kindergarten, which is attached to the Anglican Church in the valley where I grew up. St. George's still exists today. And they had a small primary school, and that's where I started out, a kindergarten actually. And every day, we used to have to drink a cup of milk. The government provided us with a cup of milk every day. Why was that? Because there was a calcium deficiency in the country. And in order to get strong bones, you need to have calcium. And milk has calcium, and so that's what the government decided, that every school had to have a cup of milk a day to help deal with calcium deficiency. The other issue was something called polio. You know what that is? So polio, see, you don't even know, because the disease is completely wiped out now. Polio is a disease which cripples you. It attacks your nervous system, and you can't walk. You lose the ability to control your muscles. And this was a disease that would break out almost every other year in the Bahamas and around the world. They discovered a vaccine, and so every child had to have a polio vaccine. And that's the reason today polio is not a problem in the country. And polio could kill you because ultimately you couldn't breathe. So that was something that's disappeared. And you all, as children, get smallpox, you get mumps, rubella, chickenpox, all of these diseases that used to attack us as children. None of you have to face. So you should all be able to fetch to be able to be 90. Now what they say is, in order to get from 90 to 100, what do you think the solution is? They say it's not your blood pressure pills, it's not your diabetes pills, it's whether you have good friendships and good relationships. So all of your life, you try to get along with people and have good friends and good neighbors, because we need that to help our minds develop and grow. So my first birthday that I remember was when I was 3 years old. And I was sleeping. And my mother and father woke me up out of my sleep to come and cut the cake. And I remember this. I was so sleepy that I put my foot in the cake. So that's my first memory of this foot. I also remember that every birthday that I've had, it was raining. So October and September are the rainy season, so it's no surprise that we had all this rain going these last few months. It's a pleasure really to be able to share all those stories with you. And the Bible in Psalm 90 says, we spend our years as a tale that is told. What does that mean? That means that our life is an accumulation of experiences and stories. And you want to be able, as you grow older, to keep all of the things that have happened to you in your mind so that you can tell your family and friends, children, grandchildren, husband, wife, aunts, uncles, all of the stories of the things that have happened to you. And hopefully there'll be more happy stories than sad stories. So thank you all this morning. Thank you to the principal. I want to invite you all this evening. We have a branch meeting. We've invited